Moon Knight himself, Oscar Isaac, has already expressed interest in teaming up with a few Marvel characters. Now he just says, what the hell, just give me those Midnight Suns. Please, Papa Feige? When it comes to Marvel Studios and Moon Knight, there was a lot of doubt whether Marvel Studios would be able to pull off something like the character of Moon Knight on TV, specifically on Disney+. Now that people are watching it, well, I think it's safe to say that more and more people are starting to believe that they could in fact bring in other dark characters and will also find success. Characters like Blade, characters like Ghost Rider, more Daredevil, and so forth. Recently, during a Q&A, Moon Knight himself, Oscar Isaac, was asked who he would like to team up with. Again, he also referenced Daredevil and the Punisher, but this time he went a little further. He said that if you look at the team composition of the Midnight Suns, where you can have the Spirit of Vengeance Ghost Rider, where you can have Blade the Vampire Hunter, and then you have characters like Frank Castle and Matt Murdock, that those characters really speak to him in terms of what he believes would be a good crossover, thus telling us that he wants the Midnight Suns. And this was also brought up as well, and he says that he doesn't know right now because Kevin Feige knows what the next chapter is, but he does believe that at some point we are getting the Midnight Suns. And again, I do think in due time we're gonna get there, and it's gonna be something that's honestly awesome. I fully do believe it's gonna happen sooner rather than later, but a part of me also thinks that maybe they're just gonna take their sweet time slowly building up each individual darker corner of the Marvel Universe, so it could be more on the later side. I mean, Ghost Rider doesn't really need a giant reintroduction, but you never know. You never know how they're gonna approach that character. Punisher and Daredevil, the groundwork's already done. You're gonna have Werewolf by Night, you have Blade coming. Once you get at least 2 more characters out, you can toss in the likes of Ghost Rider just in there without any real history. And if it's already going to be like, let's say, Gabriel Luna's version, Robbie Reyes, then the history's already there on Disney+, and you could just kind of quickly recap it. So I do think they honestly have something here, and I think he's teasing it for a reason. And if you look at what Oscar Isaac is saying, he clearly knows who the Midnight Suns are. But when he's asked about other things, he doesn't really know about the rest of the happenings in the Marvel Universe, which is telling to me because it tells me that he looked into who the Midnight Suns are and who works together on that team, because guess what? He knows, right? They've told him, hey, eventually our plan is X, but just don't let it slip, which kind of makes sense.